Thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Is Ursula in Ariel 2, Little Mermaid 2? Because you know how like some of the direct-to-home video sequels were just like awful and they just rehashed the same story from the first one? It's Morgana, I forgot. Same voice actress, different character. So what, just all sea witches sound the same? Previously seen on Ursula Costume Evolution.
We have to do a whole separate video about Disney on Ice Ursulas.
I said that those weren't all the looks, that there were more looks, theater looks, Disney on Ice looks, bizarre Disney park photo shoot looks. We're back. I sold my voice to an evil witch and my boyfriend stabbed her with a boat. We can't start talking about live Ursulas unless we go back to the beginning, to the original live Ursula. Disney on Ice. But before it was Disney on Ice, it was Disney's World on Ice. And it featured all of these bizarre best of shows that cobbled together lots of favorite Disney moments into a big on ice production. And in 1998, there was one of these starring none other than Max Goof. It's essentially Fantasmic, but starring Max Goof. Who, and hold on, we have the souvenir booklet. Well, I'm just gonna read you verbatim what Max Goof does. Max accidentally unleashes a host of sinister villains from the looming mountain. Jafar, Captain Hook, Ursula, and others capture Max. Max! You can't be releasing ancient evil from the mountain, man. Didn't your father teach you better? No, actually, your father's a lunatic. This early look plays with some inflated tentacles, which are super cool. Wears it as a belt for the skater, hiding the extra two legs underneath the skater, which is fine. And the head is just too big. It's just too big. And it looks extremely similar to Ursula's first costume, the one used in the Disney character Hit Parade in 1989. There's just no consideration whatsoever to the size of the performer and the size of this massive head. And what's going on with the hair? It's like the troll doll hair, but it's flat and slicked back, or it's just always weirdly messy. None of it makes sense. In the souvenir booklet, I guess they didn't have the tentacles ready, so she's just wearing a caftan. She's just wearing an evil caftan. Oh, Ursula.
What happened?
Now, at the same time this show was running, Felt Entertainment was reinventing Disney World on Ice behind the scenes into the modern company that you know today, which is Disney on Ice. And one of their first big princess shows was none other than The Little Mermaid. Now, the Disney on Ice Little Mermaid show retold literally the entire thing in that two-part Disney on Ice way that they do. And the Ursula look from this show is amazing. It is a massive improvement. Now we have a little bit of a beautiful silhouette, a nice tight headpiece, just everything looks good. Let's just break it down right from the top. The mask, well, the mask is a little terrifying, I have to admit. Anything with jowls that large, and hollow eye holes, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right for me. But at least we've tamed the hair down a little bit, so the silhouette of the head is a little bit more consistent with how it looks in the animated version. Moving down, the tentacles hang low, so you can't see the skates underneath them, so Ursula literally just glides around. It's beautiful, it's amazing. What a beautiful, beautiful costume with a really strange mask on top of it. Thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. What is Helix Sleep? Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. How do you order a Helix mattress? Everyone's different and Helix knows that. They made a sleep quiz to match your unique body type and sleep preferences to make the perfect mattress for you. They have something for everyone's unique taste, and if you sleep with a partner, you can even take a sleep quiz together and find something that's a perfect compromise for both of you. I've had my Helix sleep mattress for about 3 months now, my Midnight Luxe, and oh my gosh, it is incredible. I feel so supported, my back feels great sleeping on it. Personally, I am a side sleeper, so I love a hybrid mattress that combines coils and foam, and it's so cool and nice to sleep on. My temperature, man, because I hate like a hot mattress. It's all cool sailing. Good old Dan here. Plus, I couldn't believe how easy it was to take the quiz and buy online. With Helix Sleep Mattress, you get a 100-night sleep trial, along with a 10-year warranty, and there are financing options and flexible payment plans. If it makes you nervous to buy something you haven't tried yet, you get more than 3 months to make sure that you love it, and if you don't, they'll pick it up for you and you'll get a full refund. The best part about it is that Helix delivers the mattress right to your door for free within the US. It comes right in a box, all rolled up and easy to move into the bedroom. Would this mattress be good for a sea witch? Well, I don't know. I'm sure an octopus would lay on it, or a cephalopod, or like, whatever multi-tentacled gooey thing that would need a comfortable place to sleep under the sea. Because I've heard it's better down where it's wetter. Someone told me to take it from them. Click on the link below to go to helixsleep.com/DisneyDan for up to $200 off your Helix Sleep mattress plus 2 free pillows. Now, you're saying, Dan, you just said that they retold the entire Little Mermaid story. So doesn't that mean that it culminates in a huge battle at the end with a huge Ursula? Well, it does. There's this giant bounce house Ursula that they roll out, and boy, is it a look. Is it like, I'm sure the first time they blew it up, it was like, ooh, that's it. That's it. That's the piece. That's the one. People are gonna love this. But by like the 737th time it's been blown up and deflated, ooh, it looks busted. It looks busted. And this inflatable Ursula persists. All right, we'll get to it. But like, there are still inflatable Ursulas being used on Disney on Ice today. It's wild. It works though. If it's effective and good looking from a distance, they're gonna keep using it. And boy, oh boy, inflatable Ursulas, we keep them around. Also, I just have to say, this is like an animated classic, and you did the front cover of the souvenir booklet. What is this face on Ariel? What is this weird? What? I don't know, it just seems not right. She looks like a 40-year-old woman, who's like just put the kids to bed, and now she's laying out on a hot rock, because that's what mommy needs, Just a... So while Disney on Ice is busy telling the Little Mermaid story, fast forward to 2008, and we have a brand new theatrical version of The Little Mermaid opening on Broadway. And wow, it is just okay. It didn't run long. There were skates. Under the Sea was underwhelming. But that's not what this, hey, I'll make a video about The Little Mermaid on Broadway, man. But that's not what this episode is about, because I'll tell you what, Ursula was one of the best parts of the whole show. Oh my gosh, this costume is beautiful. The way that she first appears with all the tentacles sprawled out on the wall, and then she pulls away and they drop down behind, just iconic. I can't get enough of it. The wig is super fun. It's like reminiscent of Tentacles itself. The costume color palette is beautiful. It's like this green and purple iridescent, completely departing from the original palette of the animated character. It really stands out. It's bold. It's awesome. I love the texture. I love the lines. Just everything about this costume is magnificent. You remember, like, for a hot minute, Annie Leibovitz was just roaming the country photographing famous people to look like animated Disney characters to promote Disney parks and what was called Disney Dream Portraits? I do. And you remember and you remember how one of those was Ursula featuring Queen Latifah all the way back in 2011? This is an epic shot, and what was crazy to me is when I looked at the behind the scenes, I thought almost all of this was CGI, but no, that's a real prop tentacle piece. This huge thing that the best Latifah squeezed into. She's the Queen Latifah, so she's like the highest of all Latifahs, It's like, that's a Pepe the Prawn joke, not a Dan joke. This is a cool picture. I love a lot of the pictures from this. Kenny, we should just go through all of them. There's like dozens, I feel like, and we should just like look at them all and laugh at them. This is like super intense and scary. It's spooky. Come to Disney and touch this weird textury skin? No thanks. No thanks. Ugh. Now, while Annie was getting busy photographing Queen Latifah Ursula, Disney on Ice in the early 2010s revamped Ursula into a whole new modern look. And ooh, it's spooky and clean and like shiny and perfect. And I really love it because of how truly unsettling it is. And Disney on Ice knows this Ursula works, all right? They have her all over promo material because it is a beautiful, beautiful costume. Disney on Ice is notorious for photoshopping their costumes for photo shoots like this and like making it look all tight and beautiful. In application, she's not gonna look like she looks. Anytime they had a Little Mermaid segment, this Ursula is coming out, and it's great. It's full. It has a lot of thickness to it. It's more rounded and has more of like the squash and bounce that Ursula has in the actual animation. I really like it, but it's spooky. You know, like it's got this weird big mouth hole and these big weird eye holes that are like oddly sunken. And Kenny and I, man, we're seeing some Disney on Ice lately, and the closer you get to some of these costumes, the more uncomfortable you get. And this is one of them. This one works great from the nosebleeds. She's also still inflatable, not getting any better, only getting worse. Quite possibly still the same inflatable from 1998. We don't know. We don't have the receipts, but when you start to look at it operates like a wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man, you know, like it's always got some movement, and the minute Eric stabs her with the firework stick, like it's like when, have you ever been in a bounce house where someone pulls the plug accidentally and suddenly it's just chaos? It's just everything's collapsing in on you. That's what it is. It's just a deflating bounce house. Poor inflatable sea witch. During the aerial video I did, I accidentally credited this beautiful remaster of The Little Mermaid to Japan and not the Netherlands. And in 2012, this reimagining of The Little Mermaid, done by, with like that pointy Ariel hair, well, they had like a really cool reimagining of Ursula in that production as well. In the Netherlands and in Japan, it was kind of a one-to-one, the exact same show. And this Ursula is really cool. You know those like wooden snakes at like toy shops when you were a kid? It was like one piece of wood, but the way it was cut and like glazed or lacquered or whatever, like it was just like this movable like snake stick. That's what one of these are, man. That's what all these tentacles are. There's these beautiful segmented, long, drapey things with all these like little bright green balls on them, and she's kind of lifted up and raised. It's incredible. It's all puppetry, beautiful, beautiful puppetry. Man, oh man, I love this Ursula look. It's menacing and she's huge. You know, like the original Broadway production, she's just the same size as Ariel. This gives her weight and size and mass that just is very menacing. It's a very menacing Ursula. Some might argue that Queen Latifah manifested this moment that came to her when we did The Little Mermaid live in 2019, all the way back in 2011 when she was posing for those Disney Dream portraits. Because man, The Little Mermaid live really gave us absolutely nothing we wanted. You know, like it was just an experience that was like, yikes. Almost top to bottom. I really had a hard time getting through it, but I'll have to say that the whole mechanics of this costume were pretty amazing. When she first enters, the huge tentacles being puppeteered, it's cool. It's weirdly shot, like they're just like highlighting the weird mechanics and like puppet strings of the tentacles, like in the special. Like there's just all these weird shots where the strings are interfering with like seeing Queen Latifah's face. And then it opens up to reveal an even smaller Ursula costume inside of it, which is cool. She kind of like waddles out there. The wig works for me. It is like iconic, and it's like this big, like drag RuPaul style like wig on top of her head. It's tall and it's voluminous and it looks really cool. I absolutely love the wig. But this costume does look like it was made with trash bags. I'm just gonna say it. It has a lot of trash bagness to it. And maybe it was a statement on how the seas are polluted. I'm not sure. Now apparently I don't know much about this, but apparently over on the Disney Wish, there are some Little Mermaid like Broadway style show revival for the ship a brewing. Similar to what they did with Beauty and the Beast. And I wonder if it's going to be more inspired by the live action version of the movie. I'm not really sure what the energy is, but they previewed a version of Poor Unfortunate Souls along with some concept art at like a Disney Cruise Expo. I don't know what. I'm about to go on a Disney cruise, so I'll let you know how that is. But until I'm there, man, I don't know. But The Poor Unfortunate Souls cover sounds really good. It's very jazz and soulful. It's really nice. I really love the new version of the song. And the concept art looks amazing. There's gonna be a lot of projection, like projection mapping, digital screen work. And so I don't know how that's going to play into the size of Ursula, if it's going to be a costume, if it's going to be an amalgamation of projection or digital screens. I'm not sure. The concept art is a little murky. You know, you just can't trust a Disney piece of concept art. You see Disney concept art, you might as well just throw it away and just pretend like they didn't even announce the project, because there's no guarantee that anything you're seeing in that concept art is going to make its way into the final production. You know? We've been burnt too many times, Disney, by your concept art. But it looks cool, I can't wait. As you know, Disney cruises they're known for having a great Ursula look. Villains Tonight Ursula is amazing. So you gotta serve it. You gotta serve it, Disney Wish. I love unofficial Disney costume bootlegs. Truly, nothing brings me more joy than finding them. I found this incredible inflatable Ursula. You know how I feel about an inflatable Ursula, you know? And this is an inflatable Ursula that like you wear like literally above your body in the most uncomfortable way possible. And from the back, it looks like a purple Hades. Just the strangest proportions for this Ursula costume. Why? I gotta say, I like this bootleg Ursula. It's cool. It's very Spectro Magic-y, right? The tentacles are weird. It feels like a bizarre compass. It's like if you get lost in the woods and you have this Ursula costume, you will make it out. The arms look like Gumby arms. They're just flat and long, and like they're like a Mobius strip. This one just looks like Eric Cartman from South Park. I love the hot pink under tentacles. That's a look. Again, the arms are so bulky and squishy. Like they're clearly flat patterned out of foam, and they just wrapped them in fabric and like good enough. And like they don't have any accounting for like how arms bend and move, and so it kind of like just feels like a big plush. On costumeworks.com, I found this like DIY Ursula costume step by step. And oh God, it is horrifying. They take like this old lady mask and then they put a wig on it, and oh gosh. I know this is not necessarily a boot, this is more of like a DIY instruction, but like, we need to take this down, all right? Someone needs to say something. This is one of the most unsettling things. This photo of this picture of of like the bald Ursula in the mirror. I'm not sleeping tonight. And I guess neither are you. None of us are. And like the skin is so poorly dyed and colored. And like the tentacles are so like thin. And then there's like a shower loofah underneath it all. I don't know, honey. I mean, like, you pulled it off. I just don't think you should have put pictures of it on the internet. So there you go. We revisited Ursula and all of her horrifying live looks, and even a couple unholy bootleg looks. Let me know in the comments how you feel, if you'll be sleeping tonight or ever again. I know that I won't be. Now that I have all of those, now that I have like partially deflated Ursula face in my mind, I just don't think I'm ever gonna not see it when I close my eyes. It's just always gonna be there. It's just always gonna be there. Well, leave me a comment. Thanks for your likes, comments, subscribes. Check me out over on Facebook, on our new Facebook page, on Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, all kinds of cool places, guys. We're all over the place. We're all over the internet, even Twitch. So come check us out. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, you rock. How will Melissa McCarthy be as Ursula? I don't know. Can't be, I hope. I like Melissa McCarthy. I don't know. Call me crazy, but she's fun. She's loud and crazy, just like me, you know? So I'm always here for Melissa McCarthy.